What's going on, everybody? It's Jay. Welcome back. If you're new, man, please hit that subscribe button, dude. I'm trying to grow the channel. Everyone really does fucking mean the world to me, guys. Like, this has been my dream, and it's up to you, man. You can help me make it happen, right? So please hit that subscribe button, man. Comment, like, all that shit. This video is gonna be on how to deal with a boss that you just fucking can't stand. And now this is somewhat related to recovery. I know a lot of the stuff we talk about on this channel is recovery related, Now, sticking with that theme, we're going to talk about what's known in our community as a get well job. Now, if you ever, been around the block, you've been to treatment, you got out of treatment, you know what a get well job is, right? Basically, for those of you that don't know, it means a bullshit fucking job that any retard can do, but it's better than not having a job, so that's basically the best you can expect to get when you get out of rehab. This is just the truth, man. It's called a get well job. Generally it's gonna be like minimum wage, basically whatever you can get, because, a lot of us, right, when we're coming out of these situations, we got, criminal problems, we got, fucking psychological problems. We got all kinds of problems, right? So they always recommend in, rehab, detox, whatever, when you're starting out with your first job, to start with, like we said, something called a get well job. Now, look, there are a place for get well jobs. I'm not saying there's not, okay? But I think they can also be incredibly harmful for people in recovery. Because, listen, man, a lot of us, that have substance issues, whatever, we also struggle with self-esteem, man. We just do, right? It doesn't matter how good we are or nothing, like, it's never good enough, right? So, here's the issue. When you give in and you decide to go with one of these get well jobs, you're kind of telling yourself it's the best you can do. And it just reinforces this negative self-talk and this just almost self-hatred, right? We're trying to break that cycle. So, look, here's the thing, right? If you have been living on the street, you got no resume, you got nothing going for you, yeah, you're going to have to start somewhere, right? So maybe one of these get well jobs may be a good starting place for you, right? But if you're, someone like me or like a lot of, this younger generation that got hooked on opiates early on, we're not that fucked up, okay? A lot of us, finished school, we've had jobs in the past. It's not like just because, we ended up getting addicted to opiates that we became complete idiots and forgot everything we ever learned, right? So when you're talking to those people, and you're trying to encourage them to start off, basically in the most menial bullshit job they can find because it's safe, it's not going to put too much stress on them. Man, this is just dangerous. This is not a good mentality to have. First of all, you need to look for challenges, seek them out, and fucking conquer them. You need to change this weak mindset of I can't, right? Because we can. And again, when you start with these bullshit fucking get well jobs, like stocking shelves at a supermarket or, ringing up cigarettes at a gas station, any of these just stupid, menial fucking jobs, you're going to start to see yourself like that. And you're going to start to believe that maybe this is the best you can do, right? That's not what we want. This is not what we want at all, right? You all are, especially addicts, man. Addicts are a special breed. We really can. We can put our minds to anything. And for the most part, we can make it happen. Now, I know there are some exceptions. There's some pretty dumb fucking addicts out there, right? We're not all that great, okay? I'm not saying that I'm that great, but there are a lot of addicts that are very smart and very capable. And to downplay their intelligence and their capabilities by telling them that in order to re-enter the workforce, they have to start some minimum wage, menial bullshit job, it makes no sense. Okay? Especially if you're qualified to try and look for something better. But really, they'll try and start you at like the most bullshit job they can find. A lot of these times in rehabs, they have these, somebody to help you find a job and, put a resume together and whatever. Most of the time, these people are idiots. No idea what they're doing. If they were good at what they did, they wouldn't be doing this at a rehab, right? Let's be honest. That's just the truth. So they end up, sending people off to these stupid bullshit jobs, man. And then, guess what? The cycle continues. The same people end right back up in rehab because it's nothing changed, right? The mentality, the way they believe about themselves didn't change. They think they can never do better than this. And then they're taught, at these programs that, they can't really do better than this right now. And they should just aim really low and, work slowly up from there. Listen, man, for a lot of addicts, including myself, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear start at the very bottom and just, after all the shit we've already fucking been through, for a lot of us, it's go time. You feel me? It is go time. There's no time to start fucking, bagging groceries at Shaw's, right? No, none of that. Okay? And again, look, you're a 17-year-old kid, you're getting clean for the first time. Working at Shaw is not a bad job. Okay? I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to people like myself and the countless others that I've seen in rehabs, detoxes, within, the program, whatever, with this mentality that they can't do better. They got to start at the lowest, most menial bullshit job. And unfortunately, they never make it past that because they relapse. And it all has to do with their self-worth, right? Man, you go to Burger King every day and you flip burgers for minimum wage. Are you going to think highly of yourself? Honestly, ask yourself that question, will you? Because if the answer is anything but no, do not take that job, especially in early recovery. Our minds, our self-esteems are so fragile at that time. Really, you don't want to do anything that's going to reinforce any kind of negative self-talk or self-belief. We need to bring ourselves up, okay? And, I've said this before, I have problems with AA, NA, and all these communities just because they put such strict rules on there, basically in order to be a member and keep your chips, and it's all just very strict. It's very black and white, okay? By doing that, again, you're excluding an enormous population of people that do identify as addicts, but don't want to fucking identify as helpless. Okay? We just don't. Most of us don't. We still believe in ourselves. And guys, if you have fallen in that trap, knock that shit off. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta know that you're better. That you're capable of better, right? That you were put on this earth for more. Never forget that. Nobody was put on this earth to bag fucking groceries. Okay? Nobody. When I see that, man, I just see wasted potential. Because we all have potential. It's about what we do with that potential. That dictates whether we will succeed or not. So, guys, don't take these bullshit menial jobs just because you feel like you need a get well job. Aim high. If you get out of wherever you're in treatment, whatever it's going to be, and fucking hit the ground running. There's no time to waste. None. You need to get on it. You need to believe in yourself. And you need to stop listening to these people that are telling you can't. Because they don't want the best for you. They just don't. But guess what? I do. Till next time. Please subscribe, guys. Talk to you later.